Hey, how's it going YouTube? I'm your host for today, Landon Dallasing, and welcome back to another most amazing top 10 video. Before we get started, I want to know, what is your favorite horror movie, your all-time fave? Let me know in the comment section below. I love reading every single one of your comments, so keep the comment section pretty active. Alright, so we all know there are a lot of people who make a lot of costly mistakes in horror movies. We are always screaming at them to get up or run, or why didn't they just call the police? For example, Home Alone. Why didn't he just call the police and the movie could have ended in like 2 minutes? So you know what, here is the top 10 dumbest things people do in horror movies. Starting us off at number 10 with hearing a noise and investigating it. If I heard a noise, I'm running the other way. Especially if you're in the woods, a haunted house, or a basement, and people have been disappearing with no explanation. But for some reason, when they hear a strange noise, they feel obligated to investigate it for some reason. Common sense will tell you to get the hell out, save yourself. Seriously, no one expects you to fight off a deranged masked killer or immortal demon. Having sex comes in to number 9. I swear, anytime someone is having sex in a horror movie, you know that they're next on the chopping block. It's almost a requirement for a horror movie to have a sexual scene in it, especially all of those 80 horror movies like Friday the 13th or Halloween. Never checking their backseat creeps into number 8, and oh my goodness. Seriously though, how hard is it to take a little peek into the backseat of your car before you start driving? Didn't you know that serial killers are notorious for hiding back there? If there was a serial killer on the loose in my neighborhood, I would be checking my backseat every single time I come into the car. In fact, before I get in the car, I would be looking in the window, doing a little circle, check underneath the car, make sure we're good to go. Now at number 7, going into the basement. Unless your basement has a doomsday bunker or even a panic room, don't run into your basement. Basements are good for storing Christmas decorations and of course for getting murdered. Why do all these people run downstairs into their creepy basements? There's always no lights, small windows, you cannot escape, you trap yourself inside. Split up makes its way into number 6. Haven't you heard of the saying, there's safety in numbers? So what the heck happens in movies? Yeah, it's a good saying for a reason, but in horror movies, everyone always seems to suggest that they should split up. This actually pisses me off in movies, especially when they are lost in a scary woods or a house that with the murderer. And of course, the idiot of the group who suggests that they should all split up, he's the guy that dies first. Number 5 brings us to hiding under a bed. Okay, so if you want a mass murderer to find you very quickly, I would suggest hiding under the bed, but if you want to survive, then you better run out of the house and go to the nearest police station, go to a neighbor's, call 911. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that someone runs into a bedroom and you can't find them. Obviously, they're probably, under the bed with their feet sticking out of the bed or in the closet. Why don't you just stand in the middle of the room and just hope he doesn't open the door into the room? I don't know. Continue to live in a haunted house comes in at number 4. Obviously, we don't intend to buy a house that is haunted with evil spirits or demons, but if I moved into a house that was clearly possessed because, I wanted to save some money on the house, you get a cheaper house when someone's died in it, I don't know, I would get the hell out. But for some odd reason, in every horror movie where the house is possessed, the family continues living in the house regardless of the fact that they've been thrown around the room or almost killed. Haven't you ever heard of a hotel or Airbnb? Save your family and download the app. That's a pretty good sponsorship for Airbnb. Now in at number 3, doing the thing that is killing everyone. Take for example the characters from The Ring. They're warned about the video that is killing people after they watch it, so naturally instead of burning or ruining the tape, they immediately insert it into their VHS and they watch it. Or what about those people from the Ouija movies? Yeah, enough said. Trip over everything imaginable while running away falls into number 2. For some reason, when people are running away, they trip and stumble over everything, like a twig, a pebble, and there's a path, like a little pavement uneven, and they trip. Like, how did you trip? And then they still try to get away by crawling on the curb or backwards on their knees. Why don't you just, stand up and then start running again? It makes no sense. It makes you look like a complete idiot, and of course, that's the easy way for the murderer to catch you and kill you. Finally, at the number 1 spot, saying, I'll be back. There are so many movies where a person will say, be right back. And then you guys know what happens next. They're brutally murdered and they're never seen again. Well, there you guys have it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys all in the next one.